Testing, testing. Storms over there in near Nashville are doing. They're just kind of falling apart there. But this will probably try to regain strength once it gets over into West Virginia because all these other ones keep getting stronger over there as well. So y'all keep an eye on that in West Virginia. And what? Okay, what the heck is going on here, y'all? The observed tornado warning for Alabama is now just gone. What? What? Okay. Anyways, we still have a tornado warning, radar indicated, over here between Big Ivy and Walnut Grove. That had to have been some sort of error, some sort of bug with the National Weather Service software or something. I don't know, man, but that was weird. But it's all good. We're settled now. You're not under a tornado warning right now in Waterloo. You're not under a tornado warning right now in Dart or Murphy's Crossroads. My goodness, y'all. Big Ivy and Walnut Grove, you are under a tornado warning. Radar indicated rotation. We don't have any sort of confirmations. But yeah, take shelter for the next 22 minutes. Yeah, I don't even know about that one, y'all. I don't know what happened there. Got 22 minutes left on this severe thunderstorm warning up here in Arkansas, Monroe and Prairie counties in Arkansas. We got 7 minutes left on our severe thunderstorm warning in Little Rock. The storm's past you now. We're now more concerned about the winds getting into places like Beavis Corner, Union Valley, Lonoke, and places like that. How did we fare in Little Rock? You guys all right? Was that a decent storm? Just some heavy rain? Yeah, it was no big deal. Checking back in on our tornado warnings down here in southwest Arkansas. Still have some decent rotation coming together on these storms. Nothing to be super concerned with just yet. So that's good news. We're watching them for you though. We're keeping a very close eye on them. We got a new severe thunderstorm warning in Perry and Wayne counties in Tennessee. That's going to include Waynesboro. So y'all get ready for that storm as it comes up into Waynesboro. Oh, the camera in Lewisburg, West Virginia, there actually has a decent view of that storm coming in, doesn't it? West Virginia has a really nice camera network. Kentucky doesn't. We need a petition for better traffic cameras in Kentucky and Ohio, and we'll be set. Oh, I just heard thunder. I just heard thunder at the weather house. Alert. This is a live look from the weather house right now. can't really see nothing. We're looking at the forward flank here. So I broke my camera. I can't move it. It's a PTZ camera, but I can't PT or Z it right now. But we're looking this way. Actually, you know what? We're looking this way. No, you know what? We're looking this way with that camera. So what we're looking at is this stuff. This is like the high level blow off from the storm down there. So we can't see anything cool. If the base of that storm were to go in front of the camera, we'd be able to see the actual structure. But that's all we got right now. Starting to rain out there, it looks like. And then once again, that storm coming into Lewisburg looks like a pretty nasty storm. 1-inch hail coming into Lewisburg now. And that's what that looks like over there on the WV511.org site. Getting real dark out there. So get ready in Lewisburg, West Virginia, and White Sulphur Springs for some hail. We're also watching you guys south of Charleston, West Virginia. Some pretty intense winds actually might be coming through here soon. I got another camera for you to watch on that one. And then the storm south of Nashville right now is not... it's really not doing anything, thankfully. We'll see if it gets another life here, if it starts breathing again, if it starts, you know, looking like it's going to do something again. But right now it's probably below severe limits, to be honest with you. But I would be ready for some hail maybe in Brentwood, Laverne, and Castlegate Estates over the next, what is that going for? Next 2 minutes. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning over here in Hickman, Humphreys, and Perry counties in Tennessee for the next 32 minutes. Stronger winds, maybe some hail is about to move into Waverly and Lobelville. Waynesboro, you've got a strong storm coming towards you right now. 60-mile-per-hour winds and some hail. Moving into your direction right now. Nothing terribly concerning as far as the rotation goes, but there is enough here, and we're in a radar hole, so it's hard to see what's going on there, where they might issue a precautionary tornado warning down here just in case. So we'll keep you updated on that. No warnings in Mississippi right now. The northwestern warning over here on this group, where we had 2 warnings in southwestern Arkansas, the northwestern one's been allowed to expire. Now we just got that one left over here for Davidson and Glenville and Columbia, Lafayette, and Nevada counties in Arkansas. Take shelter now. Otherwise, that's what we've got going on right now, y'all. You see anything for Jackson, Tennessee in the future? Yeah. There's going to be some heavy rain tonight. That is the main thing that we're looking out for over there. You had some flooding problems last night. I think that trouble is going to become more problematic, I guess, tomorrow and tonight, as what I'm trying to say. Oh, Dylan, let's throw this one up if we can get the name right. So here is a live look at this storm that's coming into Waynesboro. So Waynesboro, you got probably the strongest storm that we're tracking right now is probably the one that's coming up there towards Waynesboro right now, and hopefully it falls apart like a lot of the storms have today as they've come up deeper into Tennessee. But if not, then I would definitely get ready for some hail and some wind over there. We got a new severe thunderstorm warning in Arkansas. Right here. For Calhoun, Clark, Dallas, and Hot Spring County. What is this going to be for 60-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-size hail? Get ready in Camden, Bearden, and Sparkman. Potentially significant storm coming in here, bringing about that hail and wind into places like, what is that? Chittister as well. Enhanced risk of severe weather continues today. We got a 10% hatched risk of tornadoes today. That's why we're live right now. This right here is what that looks like. And we expect, honestly, we're technically in the peak tornado period right now. So hopefully hopefully we don't see any tornadoes today is what I'm trying to say. There's always a chance that when that low-level jet kicks up here in an hour or so, we'll get some nighttime surprises, some evening surprises. But I'm just really hoping that we don't see anything crazy popping up here soon, because there's a chance that we go through the night and we only see some of these severe thunderstorms, and we see no tornadoes today, and that's the goal. Because tomorrow, I don't think we're going to get as lucky tomorrow. I think tomorrow's going to be a much bigger.
Of what my grandpa's neighborhood looks like. Looking
So we'll be
DMs.
live tomorrow for that.
This is from the flooding last night.
And then I think that we'll be live Saturday and Sunday too. And then I think next week we might get a week where we don't go live. I don't know. It's April.
Oh shit.
So
Well, look, my meds.
Yes, anything could happen.
What? So wait, what does that mean? Like 80? What? Really?
But yeah, it's going to be a busy week of severe weather. Yesterday was just the start. And like even if today we don't get any tornadoes, right? Tonight's still going to be crazy with the flooding. Tomorrow's going to almost certainly be pretty crazy with the tornadoes. And then I don't know about Saturday. I know that Saturday is going to be another big flood day, but I don't know honestly if what the severe weather setup is going to end up being like on Saturday. But it's definitely looking like it's going to be busy all around.
What?
Ryan, Blaze Gaming KR sent $15 and says, "Here, Ryan, go grab a bite to eat, bro. You've been a machine the last few days."
I already ate. Already ate. I appreciate that, though.
This is all I have left of my oldest cat.
All right, let's see what I'm mispronouncing now, and let's see what locations I'm not honing in on enough.
And he's on my desk
through Y'allbot's analysis of your chats. Every single word dumped into the chat, this bot is analyzing, and this is what it has to say about what you're saying.
Hey Ryan, pause the GFS run real quick. People are still worried about Bowling Green, Kentucky, and wild, wonderful West Virginia. But the chat is really focusing on Jackson, Clarksville, and Murfreesboro, Tennessee now. Seriously.
Special needs animal, so yeah. Yeah. What? When everyone is asleep? Mm-hmm. Oh wait, you're. Oh wait, I thought you weren't streaming. Jesus. Oh damn. What is that Family Guy thing? Why the fuck did Stewie Griffin have tits?
Ground to cover before we get to, and we've seen some here.
This is what he's got.
Up there towards the Sladen Baptist Church. This is going
Oh
to
my
completely obliterate.
This CC drop is
anything
so much
comes
that the values are
even
so low
remotely
that Radar
close
Omega
with.
doesn't even
Okay,
compute
this
it.
is a
The
oh
only,
my
Whoa.
god,
only
this
reason
is
I'm not-
a huge.
the only
No.
reason I'm not. The only reason I'm
something
not.
that we
The only reason I'm not totally
we
breaking
rarely
down
see.
right
If
now
you
is
are in the
because I know
path of
we
this
got
thing,
people in here that are looking
this
for
is the
information,
most
and
dangerous
I'm
situation
trying
you've ever been in your life, more
to
than
do the
likely.
best I can
Over here in Early Grove, Michigan City,
help you out.
Wolf River Wildlife Management Area. This is a massive monster tornado. Brett Adair is in Sladen.
Oh
Brett
my
Adair
gosh,
is in
that new
Sladen,
velocity
so-
scan.
or he's just to the west of Sladen. So if we can get him back, Tanner, if you can reload him, if
It's
you see him
69
again,
now.
If they
holler at
don't
me.
get it
Holler at
on the
me.
next
It came
scan,
And let me
down.
know so we can look
It
at that.
came down a little bit. It's now
But
69.
Sarah over here is also
Yeah,
in
that's-
Sladen, I believe.
yeah,
Here
let
we
me
go. I'm
share-
suggesting another camera. This is a live
Share
storm
Reed's
chaser
video with
just to
you.
the west of Sladen. I don't know what they're going to come across here.
This is what he's got.
But
This is what
yeah,
you
we do
had
have
earlier,
people that are immediately going to
still
be able to
ongoing
confirm
now.
something for us, I believe, as they go into Sladen.
Wait,
But
go back?
all right, yeah,
You
thank
can kinda make out a
put
wedge.
Sarah in one.
There it is.
Put Sarah in one. Sarah's text location says Holly Springs. That's wrong.
There it was.
Sarah
You see
is
that?
in Mount Pleasant right now. Okay, so
There it
if
is,
you're just
tornado
now tuning in,
emergency.
we've got a massive tornado crossing
They
over
did it?
Highway 72.
Thank
Where was
you.
And
Tornado
there it is.
emergency.
That's the tornado emergency.
This tornado warning. A
Final
new
issue
tornado
for- it is
emergency
for
has
that
been
one,
issued.
isn't it?
Guys, the
Yes.
National Weather Service has issued a tornado emergency for Benton County. Okay, Benton County, Marshall County, Mississippi,
If people died,
Fayette County, and Hardeman County in Tennessee.
if
This is
if the whole
very
town died, I
likely
would not be surprised.
by far the biggest tornado of the night so far, and we've seen.
What?
Hopefully, we'll get some rest tonight. All of us, not just me. I'm talking about you guys too. This is I can't imagine some of these places that have dealt with straight line damaging winds one day, tornado the next day, flash flood the next day, then another tornado. You know what I mean? Like, we all need a break here.
What?
Ryan Avery Bongiovanni sent in $19.99. They're asking about conditions in Camden, Tennessee this afternoon, knowing they're under that tornado watch until 10 p.m. They also wanted to say thank you to you and the team, adding, "Y'all are truly appreciated."
Camden, Tennessee, you guys are so you're a little bit too far to the northwest, I think, to get like really significant storms in the near future.
Too
But later
high risk
tonight,
in the
I do
same
think that there's a chance that you get some
fucking
strong
week.
storms. But I think they'll be on par with a lot of what we've seen today. So I don't think there's anything to be too worried about there. There's a chance that you end up with a tornado warning or a severe thunderstorm warning at some point tonight. But so far we're doing okay up there, and things are not. There's nothing immediately concerning out here. Just make sure you have a way of getting warnings, and just know that we're gonna have storms tonight. We're gonna have storms tomorrow. We're probably gonna have storms Saturday.
A new tornado
just
warning
keep that in
has
mind.
been issued.
We got a new tornado warning.
Yeah.
This one's going to be for Waynesboro. Again,
this outbreak
this is
in
our
general
little
is
tornado
just
corridor
A new
down
tornado
here.
warning has been issued.
How many storms have we had that looked exactly like this? Lord goodness. All right, what does this show here? All right, so here's a look at that storm, by the way, from a tower camera. This is that tornado warned storm. I don't see a tornado. What I do see is a storm very capable of producing a tornado at some point. So that's why they warned it. Precautionary warning. So get to shelter now in Collinwood, Waynesboro, Spring Creek, and Napier in Tennessee.
Oh man, if there's an outbreak on my birthday,
let's go ahead and put that
I'm fucking going chasing.
in one, Dylan.
What? Damn.
Oh, and we got a new severe thunderstorm warning in Virginia and West Virginia. This is going to be for White Sulphur Springs. We've got a significant storm over here, potentially bringing about some 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds over into now Allegheny County, Virginia, city of Covington County, Virginia, and Greenbrier County, West Virginia. So right now, our most important or highest priority warning is going to be this one over here for Waynesboro. So everybody take shelter in Waynesboro. We're going to be in there for 31 minutes, and we've got a very good and up-close look at our base of the storm there through that Tennessee Valley weather camera. And we'll be able to tell you exactly what's going on with it as the storm moves through. And the location... I've messed something up. The locations on these cameras are wrong. That's not in Hohenwald. That's actually in Waynesboro, I believe. That's what it shows up on my end as. So we're actually pretty close to this base here, which does look like it's rotating. This is, this is a good tornado warning. This is actually a storm that could produce a tornado pretty quickly here. In the Lawrence, Lewis, and Wayne County, Tennessee area. That's rotating quite a bit, ain't it? So if we're in Collinwood, that's one of these places where we need to be taking shelter. That's if that rotating part of the storm continues to increase in intensity. That's going to go right up into Collinwood there. So take shelter in Collinwood, Shawnette, Sims Ridge, Deerfield, Olivia.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
A new tornado warning has been issued in Dixon. Okay. We've got a area of rotation coming together here east of Lobelville. Okay, it's just now coming together. So the National Weather Service is expecting that maybe this will continue to increase here as it goes towards Only, Whitfield, Nunnally, and eventually Dixon. So this is Dixon, Hickman, Humphreys, and Perry counties in Tennessee. So get to shelter out there, get into that lowest floor, most interior room, put as many walls between you and the outside world as possible. Stay there for 29 minutes, and we should be okay. That storm is making a beeline for Nashville, though. So, unfortunately, Nashville, we're going to have to turn on our weather mode again for you guys. My creek is flooding in my backyard in Clarksville. Yeah, the flooding problem is pretty bad out there between Hopkinsville, Bowling Green, and Clarksville. Plenty more rain on the way. Plenty more rain on the way. It's another thing. Like I don't know exactly how we.
Stop.
I'm still working on how we can cover flash floods and flooding in this live format and be useful and helpful. But like the one thing that I can tell you right now is that we've got much more rain on the way. So if you're already experiencing flash flooding out here in these areas, just know that it's looking like things could get worse tonight. I'm located in eastern Kentucky. We're getting our own little storm here. It's not warned or anything, but I can hear the thunder. I can hear the rain. Yeah, little bitty storm coming through right now.
Oh my god, that stinks.
Yeah, Clarksville, and we haven't had any really big,
I swear, with
significant
my
severe weather
farts,
up
I
there
had the
with
power
any of
to
these
clear out an
recent
entire fucking airport.
storms. But the
My
flooding,
farts are that bad.
the flooding looks like
They're loud and stinky.
the worst of that's
Like-
also probably going to be to your west, but you're definitely going to get
Like
a lot of
seriously,
rain.
I
So if you're
cleared out
already
an
experiencing
entire
flooding,
fucking
I would just
school with
expect
one of my
more.
farts. That's how bad it was. because someone dared me to fart into the fucking
Yeah,
in-
our
into the
tornado
air
threat
conditioner or
isn't going to go to
air pipes.
a much lower level
So I did fart and
until
clear out the whole- It was long
honestly, it
and
stays pretty static until
That's
probably
what it
about
sounded
9 or
like.
10 p.m. I would say it does go down a little bit after 9 or 10 p.m. tonight. So I would say that nothing really has changed here with the forecast. Nothing is, we're still expecting these storms to be able to produce tornadoes all the way through 9 or 10 p.m. We're just lucky so far that nothing has, and we're hoping that we continue to get lucky. Scuba Cuda, I am. I didn't realize I was until I came in here and I turned the stream on. But it's just part of it. It's fine. We here at the Weather House, we take days off whenever the weather's nice. And sometimes there's like a whole 5-6 days where the weather's nice everywhere. A couple times a year, actually. So take advantage of those moments, and we're good to go. Severe thunderstorm warning continues for Boone and Logan counties in West Virginia for the next 9 minutes. And then we've also got that one coming over into
New
Virginia,
information. This
Allegheny,
tornado warning has
and
been
city of
upgraded.
Covington County.
New
in
information.
Virginia.
This
Take,
tornado warning has been
shelter indoors
upgraded.
and away from windows.
Tennessee.
Looks like something is coming together there with our Waynesboro storm.
Yep.
And once again, there's a bug with our system. For some reason, it's calling that the Florence, Alabama camera. That's not in Florence, Alabama. Go ahead, Riley.
Hey, Ryan. So I was actually about to say that we did see brief ground contact on that camera there. I'm pretty sure that camera's in the storm. It's in the wrong location and has the wrong name for me, but on the HazCam's website, that is correct. So, and of course it went down. There was a tornado on that camera. You can't see it now, but if you want to see it, you can go back a little bit. It's back, and there's no tornado. All sorts of things are going on in the camera world, but there was brief ground contact, so please take shelter if you're in this warning.
So on the HazCam site, where is that camera actually? Is that in Waynesboro?
It's just outside. I'll send you a picture in a second.
Okay.
In stream text.
All right. It's not HazCam's fault. I've done something wrong. I'm over here trying to be a daggone software developer, and I'm not that. So I've made some mistakes, and I messed something up here with the HazCam's names, and I'm sorry. We'll have that fixed by the next one, next stream. Okay, yeah. So the name is right now, at least. But yeah, so the moral of the story here, as we debug our camera software, is that there was a tornado briefly there with this storm that's south of Waynesboro. That's why there's a tornado warning. And actually, if we go in here and we inspect the radar here a little bit, you can see that there's some very clear rotation here north of Collinwood. And we've got to be concerned for our friends in Highland up towards... okay, is this real? Or is this another daggone bug? Is this a real place called Highland right next to another real place called Highland?
Ryan.
Locals?
Another bug?
All right, tell me, citizens of this part of the world, is this real? Or is something wrong with my map? Okay, so it is real. It's not a bug. Okay, all right.
What?
I've never seen that before. So this is like Upper Highland and Lower Highland, right? Okay, so right now in Lower Highland, that's where the rotation is. It's moving up towards Upper Highland. Thank you for guiding me through that. You know what? Like, if I do enough of these live streams, man, it's going to be like I live down here. I'm going to know these places like the back of my hand. I already feel that way a little bit about some parts of Arkansas because of how much we talk about that area over there. And I'm getting there with Middle Tennessee, to be honest. But yeah, the south of Waynesboro, we got rotation. And if we get that camera back, or if it sees anything else, we'll let you know. It was brief. It was quite brief what we saw there. I don't want it to freak anybody out. We don't have a big tornado developing that we know of right now, but what we do have is a storm that's capable of producing a tornado, and that deserves some respect. And we need to get to shelter over here in Highland, both of the Highlands, Ovilla, Center, and Napier. Yeah, we've had several, I think a couple of preliminary, three EF3 preliminary so far from yesterday. Something like that. Anything else for Floyd or Kentucky So in the immediate future, I don't think so.
Wow.
We've got a pretty big dry slot here in Kentucky. So I would say for the next several hours, we're clear. We're all good in Kentucky, the eastern part. But at some point tonight, there will be some more storms coming in. It's one of those things where, unfortunately, it's hard to give a timing forecast because it's just like, wait a couple minutes and it'll be doing something different. Like it's going to be clear for a while. It's going to storm again. It's going to be clear for a while. It's going to storm again. Our next chance of storms in eastern Kentucky is going to be probably about 3 or 4 a.m. And then we'll have off and on storms all day tomorrow. How does your weather intensity score work? Everything that happens with the weather is assigned a point value and a weight. So a tornado warning gets X amount of points. A flash flood warning gets X amount of points. A considerable flash flood warning gets X amount of points plus a modifier. A considerable flash flood warning with a population of Y. That it has a PDS tag. It gets the modifier plus the additional for the population, and there's it's a very very long algorithm. But the ultimate goal of it is to just tell our team here how intense the weather is right now. And it helps us make decisions about when to go live and, when to make videos and what to make videos about. And, it helps coordination with several different things that we do. And I just think it's cool. I think it's just a nice addition to the stream and another reference that we can make to, if you was watching 5 hours ago and the weather intensity score was 200, well, now it's 500. So we're like, it's way more intense right now. Or if you tuned in a few minutes ago and it was 500 and now it's 200, okay, things must be calming down a little bit. So everything, it's all updating in real time. It updates every 60 seconds. Every storm chaser that's live, that adds a point value to it. Every there's just a lot of different things that go into it. I don't want to sit here and bore people to death with it because it is very nerdy and very technical, but it is it's just a big algorithm that tells us how intense the weather is right now in the US, and the highest it's ever been was yesterday at 770. We got a new severe thunderstorm warning in Boone, Fayette, Kanawha, and Raleigh counties in West Virginia. We've got some small hail and some 60-mile-per-hour winds coming into Dorothy, Artie, Pax, and Mount Hope. So get indoors and away from windows. Lots of lightning with these storms today. Quick update on our storm coming into Dixon, Hickman, and Humphreys counties. In Tennessee, the rotation here is not looking very good. However, there might have been.
Listen, I'm listening to Ryan's stream.
A brief tornado with this. But the original rotation is occluding now. And we might be witnessing somewhat of a handoff over here near Whitfield. So if this storm is, if it doesn't get interrupted by all of the cool air coming out of the top of the storm to the south, this might try to rotate again as it goes up towards.
Oh, you want Winfield? I'll give you Winfield.
But for the most part right now, the storm is not looking like it's increasing in strength. But for the next 14 minutes, everywhere in Dixon, Hickman, and Humphreys counties in Tennessee needs to be sheltered. Need to be in your safe spot. And now we do have an observed tornado warning now south and east of Waynesboro, likely thanks to that weather camera that we were watching. And this is moving up towards Upper Highland. Okay, so weather spotters confirmed a tornado. So we're going to assume that this is still on the ground as it goes up towards Highland. Although we do have a we do have a camera looking at that right now. This is the Lawrenceburg one, and Dylan, I mean, if you're seeing anything on the Waynesboro one, you can throw it up, but just remind me to tell people that the name's wrong or something. So yeah, this is a live look from Lawrenceburg, looking west into that storm. Okay, so let's just assume that the tornado is down, and let's take shelter over here in Upper Highland. Okay, Upper Highland, take shelter immediately. We saw a brief connection with the ground earlier on one of these tower cameras.